Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Welcome to Friday Morning Live. Coming up this morning, a popular restaurant in Columbia is shutting its doors. We have the details. Also, big news for one of our country's largest fashion industries. More details to come. And finally, joining us in the studio today for a live interview is 2020 candidate for Student Body Treasurer, Caden Askew. You don't want to miss it.
It has been pretty rainy in Columbia the past few days, but we might get a nice break from that this weekend. Stay tuned for a look at your weekend forecast this time on Friday Morning Live.
Good morning, Gamecocks. I'm Kaylee Olivas.
And I'm Allie Catone. Thanks for joining us this morning.
The historic Bull Street District in downtown Columbia is experiencing a big setback. The first and only restaurant in the district, Bone & Barbecue, recently announced its closure. Chef Scott Hall, leader of Bone & Barbecue, says he had hoped the development surrounding the restaurant would pick up, but unfortunately that was not the case. The revitalization has been an ongoing project since the early 2010s and has faced numerous challenges since. Segra Park, home of the Columbia Fireflies, now stands alone, but the president of the Fireflies says he is not worried about the progress of the Bull Street District. Luckily, an RIE store and a Starbucks are planned to open on 2021 and will hopefully lead the development back in the right direction.
The South Carolina budget will see big changes after the South Carolina House approved a spending plan on Wednesday evening. After many protests regarding teacher salaries, budget writers agreed to spend around $213 million to help the cause. In addition, $3,000 shall be added to the salary of the state's public teachers. This plan also includes greater funds going towards state prisons and $100 million for state-owned roads that need repair. This spending plan accurately reflects Governor Henry's suggested spendings for his budget, which was released in January. The numbers included in the spending plan to add up to just over $10 billion and is expected to be completely approved before the debate in mid-March. After the break, we'll have a live interview with the 2020 candidate for Student Body Treasurer. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're joined now by Caden Askew, the 2020 candidate for Student Body Treasurer here at South Carolina. Caden, thank you so much for being here with us today. How are you?
Good.
Good. How's the week going? You're campaigning, you're going through a lot. I mean, just go ahead and give us a little bit of insight on all of that.
Sure. So I'm unopposed, so my week is as busy as I make it. But I think it's really important that even though I'm unopposed, I'm still connecting with my future constituents and hearing what they need so that I can still shape my ideas about how I want to go forward with my term.
Absolutely. Well, can you go ahead and tell us why you decided to run for Student Body Treasurer? You're unopposed. It's obviously a really, really big position here at South Carolina. What made you want to do it?
Sure. So I currently work for Student Body Treasurer Kate Lewis in the role of a comptroller. And in that role, I saw a lot of inefficiencies in the office and a lot of things that I think could be improved. Among them, our interactions with orgs are sometimes lost in kind of the noise. And I want to make sure that the orgs know about the resources available to them in the treasurer's office and in the rest of student government. And so that's really important to me. And that's something I thought I could fix. by reaching out to orgs and visiting them and telling them about the resources and connecting with them on that level.
So you obviously already have a lot of experience working under Kate Lewis. What improvements do you hope to see in the budget for next year, obviously given that you win Student Body Treasurer?
Sure, so the majority of the budget is typically grandfathered down, but I think I want to change some of the standards that apply to the budget. Historically, exec has just kind of submitted a budget at the beginning of the year. I want to try to hold them to a higher standard, the same standard we hold our orgs to that come and request money from us, showing documents, providing evidence, showing invoices when they come and ask for money from us. I think that that's important, that we hold our executive offices to the same high standard we hold our orgs to. Additionally, I think most of the student body doesn't really fully grasp the budget and kind of hears about it once. Last year we saw an article in the Daily Gamecock kind of explaining it, but I feel like students should have a greater accessibility to the budget, and something I want to do to increase that is keep a live budget on the student government website that students can access and look at for updates on where we're spending money, how we're spending money, and how we plan to spend money.
Well, it sounds like you have a plan for sure. Now, being the candidate for our 2020 Student Body Treasurer, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Caden Askew? What should we expect out of you? I mean, give us a little bit of insight as to who you are.
Sure, so I'm a second-year student at the Darla Moore School of Business. I'm a finance, economics, and real estate major. I'm a Carolina Finance Scholar, which I love to talk about, and if anybody is interested in joining, I'd love to tell them all about it. It's really a great program. I'm also part of the Student Managed Investment Fund, and then I'm in a social fraternity on campus, Phi Sigma Kappa as well, in addition to my role in student government. So I try to, do a lot of stuff on campus. Hopefully I don't spread myself too thin, but
keep it balanced for sure. Well, will we see your name on a ballot in the future? Is this something that you would want to continue to do outside of just South Carolina, but into the nation, possibly the state?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a question for a later time. Right now I'm just focused on Student Body Treasurer.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your campaign thus far. We wish you the best of luck. That's all the questions we have for you today. Thank you for joining us, Caden. Don't forget that elections will be held next week on Tuesday, February 25th and Wednesday, February 26th. After the break, we'll turn to this week's entertainment news, so stay with us.
Is up and down, but trust me, it comes back around. Hang in there, baby.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're here with Meredith McIntyre with some entertainment news.
Thanks, Kaylee. The secret is out. Yesterday, the very popular brand Victoria's Secret announced that it is being sold at a $5 million deal. Though Victoria's Secret has built a solid empire over the past decade, there's been a slow decline in business recently. The brand's popular runway show was canceled last year after airing for 19 years. Victoria's Secret has lost over $5 billion since 2006 and will now be going private.
Honestly, this surprised me at first,
Yeah.
but I guess I could see how it's going out of business.
It's kind of crazy. I'm never gonna live out my dreams of being an angel.
I know.
I'm a little devastated.
I remember looking up how old you had to be to walk the stage when I was 15, and it was only 16, and now
That's
I'm
insane.
20. My dreams are crushed. I don't know what to do with myself.
I know, me
It is a
either.
shame.
We're gonna have to move on, I guess.
What's up next, Meredith?
USC Fashion Week is about to be in full swing. Starting Monday through Thursday, the USC Fashion Board will be having events each day leading up to the Fields and Fashion Show. The big event will feature new collections from Belk, Dakota's Wildflower, Vestique, Fabric, and Everrow, and My Kim collection, which will be modeled all by students. There will be vendors, shopping, and food. Doors open at 6 and attendance is free
For more information, visit their Instagram at FashionBoardUSC.
Meredith, there's your chance. Walk that fashion show.
Guys, I actually am walking that fashion show.
Oh,
Yes,
all right.
it's
So you guys will see some familiar faces.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know who decided to let me do that. I'm not qualified. I don't know. It'll be
We'll
fun
have
though.
to come see you.
Yeah, come watch. I'm just excited to
Absolutely.
see all the outfits and stuff. So
Oh, yeah. Well, I know where my budget's going.
me too.
Well, thanks, Meredith. After the break, we'll have Kendall Smith back to update us on all things sports. And later, we'll take a look at this week's weather. Stick with us.
Follow up a painted trail.
Every week,
Been hit by
a new performance. That will blow your mind.
You're watching the Greenhouse Concert Series on SGTV News 4.
What's up, Gamecocks? I'm Kendall Smith here with what's going on in the world of sports. The Houston Astros' ongoing sign-stealing saga has continued into this week as MLB players around the nation have sounded off on the matter. During their 2017 World Series championship run, the Houston Astros participated in sign-stealing from their opponents. This information was leaked by former Astros and current Oakland A's pitcher Mike Fiers. Spring training kicked off earlier this week and numerous players sounded off on the scandal, including MLB All-Stars such as Los Angeles Angels outfielder Mike Trout and Chicago Cubs third baseman Chris Bryant. Bryant commented on the matter saying, quote, "There's no sincerity, there's no genuineness when it comes to it. I know that if I messed up big in that way, I'd be the first one to let you know just how big of a mess up it was. The punishment for the Astros has yet to be determined." South Carolina baseball has started off their 2020 campaign 4-0 after sweeping Holy Cross last weekend and earning their first midweek victory over Presbyterian College. The Gamecocks have 5 straight upcoming home games as this weekend the Gamecocks will host Northwestern. Looking forward to next weekend, South Carolina will host Clemson on Friday at Founders Park for Game 1 of the rivalry series. Last year, the Gamecocks won the series for the first time in 4 years, but before they worry about the Tigers, they'll focus on hosting Northwestern tonight at 4, tomorrow at 2, and Sunday at 1:30. That's all I have for you guys this week. After the break, we'll hear from Bryce Glynn with your weekend weather, so stay close.
Good morning and welcome to What's Going On.
Welcome to Friday Morning Live.
I'm Caitlin Ashbaugh, and this is News Rep, where we highlight this
Behind
week's
every
biggest
great
stories.
news
Down here
organization
to Columbia
is a team.
99, highest in the state.
Welcome to Carolina Calendar, coming to you from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio.
A team of producers, a team of anchors,
3-year-old Janelle Burton for armed robbery. Earlier this week, rumors stirred that President Caslin was looking to
reporters,
why they chose to participate in such a worthy cause.
all of 2022. But behind me, residents.
It's one of those well-known traditions on campus.
From the tiger burn to playing the sand.
but we're not just a team.
This is like my life in the future.
I know.
Word now for the first day of fall.
We're a family.
I love game day.
No one keeps you closer.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're here with our meteorologist, Bryce. It's cold, it's rainy, it was supposed to snow last night. What can we look forward to for the weekend?
Well, we had some rain the past few days and it was pretty gross. We're gonna have a nice dry weekend. Not gonna promise any warmer temperatures though. It is going to be pretty cool. So like I was saying, partly cloudy today, like some sun peeking out through those clouds. A clear and cool weekend ahead of us, but there's gonna be a rainy start to the week again and some warmer temperatures showing up on Tuesday. Today in South Carolina is a pretty chilly day out there. Up in Greenville, we're at 46, only 44 in Rock Hill for the high, 42 in Florence. Move over to Greenwood, we're at 44 as well, 45 in Columbia, 44 in Sumter and Orangeburg, only 46 in Aiken. Move down to Myrtle Beach, the lowest in the state at 42, 46 in Charleston, and 48 in Hilton Head. For our high temperature trend this week, like I was saying, we're starting out pretty low down here at 44 for Friday. Moving up a little bit to Saturday at 54, 60 on Sunday and Monday, 68, above the average of 63 on Tuesday, and Wednesday will be 55. Right now in Columbia, it is pretty chilly. It's only 38 degrees out there at 10:17 a.m., but it feels like 32 with that northern wind of 9 miles per hour. Our humidity is at 62% down here, but our rain chance is low with a mostly sunny skies this morning. All right, for the weather this week, Friday, we are here partly sunny at 45 degrees. Saturday, it's going to be sunny again at 54. We're going to have a sunny Sunday, clear and cool out there at 60 degrees. Monday, it'll be 60 again, but those showers are showing up. Tuesday, it'll be 68, that little bump in temperature there, more rain, and Wednesday, just cloudy at 66.
You know, even if it's chilly this weekend, I'm glad it's sunny and not raining like it has been all week.
Yeah, same here.
Oh my God. I have a slam-packed schedule on Tuesday, Thursdays, and I feel like it only rains and it's only cold on Tuesday, Thursday.
That's been the trend for the past couple weeks.
It
has been.
Oh
is
my
terrible.
goodness. Well, that's all we've got for you this week, Gamecocks. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Friday Morning Live.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4 to keep up to date on all things USC. For SGTV News 4, I'm Allie Catone.
I'm Bryce Glenn.
And I'm Kaylee Olivas. Have a great weekend, Carolina.
Forever to thee.